Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
The work on the farm was a lot different than a lot of farm work that as an ag major we're kind of trained, or that we see a lot more. It wasn't a big farm at all. Sustainable was a big part of their program, and they definitely tied that into their produce along with their livestock. It felt like something that I would want to have in my future.
Well, I think like agriculture or working on farm was pretty hard, and because I got a muscle pain or something because I was not familiar with that. So
My favorite memory would be going to the schools and interacting with the kids, and just they can answer the question if an avocado is a fruit or a vegetable, and it's a fruit because it has a seed in it. And just making guacamole, and like the kids can take that home and go to their parents and be like, I know how to make guacamole.
My favorite memory on the farm would be feeding the baby goats and working with all the animals at World Hunger Relief. I really enjoyed bonding with the group, really getting to know everybody and everybody's different life and all their different stories that they had.
in our group, we got some international students, so we had an international conversation because we had different perspectives. So we shared our information. And
all right, well, welcome, Eric.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. How are you? How are you after the speech?
Somehow I survived. No, actually the group was great. We had a lot of great communication. People were sharing their stories, and they had a lot of great questions about how race and media work. Sometimes when I give these presentations, it can be like you're talking to a brick wall. People don't really want to talk. They're hesitant. They're afraid they're going to be seen as racist or prejudiced or uninformed. And we didn't have a lot of that, and I thought that was great. So I thought we had a really great evening.
For those who weren't fortunate to come see your speech, what happened? What went down?
Well, basically, my speech is a distillation of ideas from my book called Race Baiter: How the Media Wields Dangerous Words to Divide a Nation. And the book is basically about how there are certain media outlets out there that use prejudice and racism and stereotypes to draw people to their media platforms and keep them from going to other media platforms.
And I know you went over it within the speech, but
Sure.
for those who are wondering, what does race baiter mean?
Well, the reason the book is called that is because I was called a race baiter by Bill O'Reilly on his TV show back in 2008. But I'm not sure exactly why he singled me out, but I have been a consistent critic of how he talks about race on his show. And when that happened, I wrote about it for the Huffington Post, and I wrote about it for my own newspaper. And I had a friend come to me and said, you know, you should really write a book about how when you want to talk honestly about race, people call you a race baiter because they're trying to shut you up. And I thought, you know, that's a really good idea. So I took that idea and I used it as an umbrella to include all of these. I've been writing about pop culture and race and media for at least a dozen years. And so I took all of these ideas that I had discovered over the course of that coverage, and I put them all together under that big umbrella of redefining the term race baiter.
What is your background? And I know a lot of people don't actually get to know much about your background.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if you could elaborate more on where did you go to school, where were you from?
Sure. So I was born in Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Gary, Indiana, which is a town in northwest Indiana that's about 40 or 50 miles from Chicago. It's right underneath Lake Michigan. It was a city 90 to 95% black. My neighborhood was all black. The schools around me were all black. My mother thought education was important, so she sent me to private schools in middle school and high school. And so when I went to college, I went to Indiana University. It was, at that time, the #4 journalism school in the country. And while I was in college, I was a journalism and political science major. They encouraged you to double major back then. But I was also in a band. I'm a drummer. I've been a drummer for 35 years. And I played in a band with David Milne, who is a music professor here at the school. And we were in a band.
Hi, I'm Mike. I can see through toasters.
What's behind that one?
That one?
make perfect toast?
Well, no, actually, I can't see the toast. When the bread is inside the toaster, it's just part of the toaster, so it goes invisible. And then I can't even see it if I look down from the top.
Damn.
Even I can't make perfect toast.
Well, how about you?
To his neighborhood will never make a sound if you move into his neighborhood. Bang, bang, boy, never move to my hood, 'cause danger is crawling out the wood. Bang, bang, boy, never move to my hood, 'cause danger is crawling out the wood. Bang, bang, boy, never move to my hood, 'cause danger is crawling out the wood. Bang, bang, boy, never move to my hood, 'cause danger is crawling out the wood.
I'm a senior this year. My hometown is Amory, Wisconsin. My major is English with a creative writing emphasis. A unique experience that I had at River Falls in my major is probably being a part of Prologue, the UWRF Literature and Art magazine. It's a great experience on campus. Somebody should attend River Falls because specifically if they're planning on going into the English department, we have a great range of literature and creative writing individuals, professors who are really talented in their field and can help you achieve exactly what you want to for your career.